Yeah, so intelligence CTF is basically a narrative-based scenario where we take data points and we seed them across the internet. And right, these could be domain registrations, monikers on specific forums or websites or whatever it might be, seeding of phone numbers, or just really whatever data points are irrelevant to the narrative that we're describing. And so a lot of that was baked in. I created that in 2015, and that was our first DEF CON event that we did. So we went down to DEF CON and ran it and had a number of people play, and it was a really great time. But that all was born out of, this like passion for open source intelligence. And I think what I found is in many cases, I've got internal data sets that I can leverage for various, parts of my investigation. But what I found is that there was probably 80 to 90% coverage on the same data that was externally available. And so I really wanted to create these games for people where we could craft a narrative around an incident that happened. If it's a website breach, if it was, a company that was broken into, if it was whatever, and really teach people how to pivot off of certain data points, what resources out there could help them, push them through their investigative process to connect that next data point, and show people how, like, hey, this is, when I was in college, a couple of my classes were like applied exploits in hacking and like reverse engineering and all this other stuff. And I never knew that there was like these open source intelligence digital investigators that were out there doing like all of this different stuff, and I don't even know of a curriculum right now at school where they're teaching like open source intelligence specifically. And so really seeing that there was a need in this space to teach people about open source intelligence techniques. And yeah, there's a lot of great blog posts. There's a lot of great stuff out there in resources, but basically creating a game to put people into a scenario where they can apply some skills that they've learned, but also, like, I don't know about you guys. I know, you probably have played CTFs before, like capture the flag events. I've played a whole bunch, hundreds and hundreds over the years that I've been around. And in many cases, they're Jeopardy style, and man, you get to that reverse engineering, whatever, you need to set, whatever specific parameter up in this thing, and you don't know how to do it, it's game over for you. There's no educational process baked in. And so what Kevin and I have done, and our colleague Alex as well, is we've created this process where as you're going through this narrative sort of experience, if you get stuck up on something for 30 minutes or 45 minutes, there's this sort of seamless integrative process that helps educate you, to teach you, to put you down the right track, because we want to educate people. It's not just about doing that CTF to see how much do you know. It's, well, what do you not know, and how can we further, develop your skill set to make you a better investigator? So I think that's where a lot of it was birthed from.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, the success on that's been awesome over the years. I know that there's another OSINT type CTF thing at DEF CON as well, but this is entirely different for those that haven't done it. This is a great thing. Like I've run everybody on our team through it, and it's been really good. We're going to try to push the same kind of style out through ShadowDragon. We've already pushed some stuff out, and just waiting for a little bit more traction on that. But so far, everybody who's done it so far has really loved it and enjoyed that. I think you did a great job on that.